The Manila International Auto Show is the biggest car show in the Philippines, and it happens annually. Now, last year was their first time in a very long time that they've been gone since the pandemic, but now they are all out. Now, here are going to be 10 cars that I find most interesting in the 2023 Manila International Auto Show. This is Roy Ramos from Zigwheels.Ph, and you're watching the Z-List. Now, in 2020, at the cusp of those pandemic lockdowns, there was one car model that was introduced that actually was kind of like a ray of light, not just to Ford Philippines, but to every one of us all. It had a 1.5-liter turbocharged engine and is a crossover SUV, but was available at a very affordable price point. 3 years down the line, every other brand now has a 1.5-liter turbocharged SUV, but this came first. This is the all-new Ford Territory. This still has a 1.5-liter turbocharged engine and all of the things that you love about the first-generation Ford Territory. It's got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which a lot of these crossover SUVs actually don't have, plus the same safety features and adaptive cruise control that you really love and appreciate. We've actually driven the Ford Territory. The video should be up in a few days, so you guys just wait for my first impressions of it. But I think this is definitely a looker. In fact, I almost bought a Ford Territory a couple months ago. This might actually be the icing on the cake and the push for me to get one. Looks really great, especially with that blue badge right there. It's not too big this time around. So I love small cars. I love small, cheap and affordable cars, and Geely has introduced the Geely GX3 Pro, and this is one of those really small compact crossover SUVs that I really love driving around. 1.5-liter naturally aspirated engine that makes 102 horsepower and 145 newton meters of torque. The best part about this is that Geely actually said that this might be priced around 700,000 pesos. 700,000 pesos. I repeat, that's 700,000 pesos. For a car like this with that much performance, it definitely looks amazing. Oh, I think it's blinking at me as well. I like this car, guys. Watch out. This could definitely be one of my favorite cars of the year. Geely GX3 Pro. Oh, here at the Peugeot Pavilion, it's time for another episode of Just French Things. And this thing right here, definitely more French than the rest. This is the Peugeot E2008. This is the electric version of the 2008 that we reviewed a couple of months ago, and you know what I think about that. If you don't, check out the video right here. We're going to post it right up there. Everything stays the same with the exterior and the interior with the regular 2008, but this time around under the hood, you will find an electric motor hooked up with a battery. The battery right here has 50 kilowatt hours, which means it makes around 128 horsepower and 260 newton meters of torque, around that mark. And then it gives you around 180 kilometers to 380 kilometers worth of range, which is just enough for you to get through where you live, or where to work, or wherever you need to be in a week. So that means a lot of range for the power. Now, Peugeot Philippines hasn't advised us of what the price would be for this one right here, so stay tuned to Zigwheels.Ph and our channel if you want to find out more about this electric vehicle. Right, so if you talk about speed, ferociousness on the road, durability, and of course ruggedness, all that will add up to Ralliart. And what we got right here is the Mitsubishi Strada Ralliart. Now this is an exact 1.1 replica of the one that won, the champion of the Asia Cross Country Rally 2002 held in Thailand. And you gotta see this to believe it. Everything about this car is just brutal, just rugged. I mean, everyone else can be dressed up all they want, but every part in this Strada Ralliart was meant for it to go fast in the mud, in the rough, which is pretty much everything like the Mitsubishi can offer you guys. So yes. Now, one of the first Subarus that we reviewed at the channel is the Subaru Evoltus, and I loved how the Subaru Evoltus looked. It definitely meant performance and meant business. And right now, we've got this new Evoltus right here. It's still pretty much the same spirit of that Evoltus, but it looks a lot sleeker and better this time around. He's got even eyesight technology, which is Subaru sweet, the active and passive safety features. But the biggest change for me, of course, and most interesting change for me is the touchscreen infotainment system. It's now oriented in a vertical manner for all you TikTokers and booty poppers out there. So yes, the Subaru Evoltus is definitely going to be a top contender, but it's priced at 3.78 million pesos. So there's got to be enough mechanicals inside, plus features inside to warrant that price. So we're gonna go ahead and test this in the future. You guys better watch out for that. So yep, this is Subaru Revoltus. All right, so Chery Philippines Pavilion gives us a glimpse of the Chery Tiggo 5X Pro Hybrid. That's right, one of my favorite compact crossover SUVs now comes with a hybrid engine. The Chery Tiggo 5X is one of the videos, it's actually the first video that we shot in Zigwheels Philippines. So usually when you stick a design in one of those mid-cycle refreshes, it looks kind of awkward, but this time around, it definitely looks just fine. I like how the red stripe looks underneath there as well. Plus, being a hybrid vehicle, just adds more to the perks of this really nice and cute and compact crossover SUV. Now, Nissan's all about technology, performance, and safety, but they're also known for luxury, especially with this one right here, the Nissan Patrol V8. It's got almost more than 300 horsepower. It got 560 Newton meters of torque from a naturally aspirated V8 engine. And that's a lot of power, especially if you're looking for this huge SUV right here. This Nissan Patrol already has the new Nissan badge up front, meaning this is definitely ready for the future. This one actually has 5 years worth of warranty, so try getting that off of the gray market. This one's got 5 years worth of warranty, plus you get all your money's worth. It's a lot of money, by the way, money's worth. By the way, all the cars that we've been listing right here, I will put a link right there in the description box below. Drop us a comment in the comment section down below and tell me what you think about all the cars that are here in the Manila International Auto Show. So we're here at MG Central in MIAS 2023, and yes, MG does have a really diverse cast of models that's really applicable for a lot of people, whatever their needs may be. They've got crossovers, they got sedans, they got small SUVs, but I'm most interested in this one right here. This is the MG ZS Night Edition. Now, the MG ZS has been a game changer, not just for the segment, but for the brand as well. When it was first introduced, it offered a lot of kit, a lot of value for the price point. And this time around, it all went dark. It all went black. This is the Night Edition. It's got everything the same. You got a power tailgate. You've got 6 speakers. You've got a 10-inch touchscreen infotainment system. It just comes in black this time around. You got a black paint, black trims, black mags, black alloy wheels. It's all black, and it's priced at 1,018,888 pesos. So we got Ian here from the Daily Tribune, and yes, we really love how the MG ZS Night Edition, because it really represents us both. We're both tall, dark, and handsome, just like this one. So going back to serious, a little bit more seriousness right here, you got Ian from the Daily Tribune. So Ian, tell me something, of all the cars or everything that you find interesting here in the MIAS 2023, which really reaches out to you the most?
Oh, I'd have to say the MQ from GAC, and the dashing from Jetour. It looks like a small Lamborghini world.
Oh yeah,
right,
definitely.
So I'm sure it's going to be a hit for the right market. But then there are other things that I find very interesting, like the full EV lineup of BYD. The hybrids from Haval.
Yes.
Those are really interesting to me. At the right price point, EVs and hybrids are going to be a lot more accessible to the Filipinos.
All right, so you have any welcome to the future, and you can see it first right here, MIAS 2023. So around the MIAS 2023, there's been a recurring theme. All the cars that we've been featuring have been crossover SUVs, but guess what? Right here at the BYD Pavilion, they've definitely built my dream car in this EV sedan. This is the Han EV. So I'm gonna bombard you with a couple of numbers right here because it's definitely full of that. This is an EV all-wheel drive system. A lot of the other EVs and hybrids out there have been front-wheel drives or rear-wheel drives. This one is all-wheel drive, and it makes around 163 kilowatts, 330 Newton meters. You know what? All these numbers don't matter, but these ones certainly do. It goes from 0 to 100 in 3.9 seconds. It goes, in full charge, goes to 500 kilometers. And yes, this thing is definitely huge. Those are the only numbers that you have to remember in getting a BYD. All right, so you know about the Hyundai Ioniq 5. It is Hyundai Philippines EV. It's more of like a crossover. It's got these retro futuristic stylings. We first previewed that in last year's auto show, but this time around we've got this streamliner right here. It definitely looks really amazing. This is a Hyundai Ioniq 6. In fact, this is won 2020 World Car of the Year awards. So you can't really doubt that fact that this is one good-looking vehicle and performs well as well. I can't wait to drive this and see how this works. Now, you know me, I really like my crossover SUVs, but I prefer sedans and hatchbacks, and this one definitely fits the bill more for me instead of the Ioniq 5. And that still looks great, but don't get me wrong, this one looks futuristic as F. So that's all the things I found interesting right here at the Manila International Auto Show 2023. Thanks so much for watching the Z-List. This is Roy Roberts, Zigwheels.Ph. See you guys next time.